You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV.
And then I got to take a trip. I'm going to go to the Kailash temples in India. That's going to be amazing. I don't know if you ever saw that place. These ancient gods, really the Anunnaki, Atlantean people, they went to mountains in India and they literally carved those mountains into temples, gigantic temples. And what's amazing about them is when you, if you know anything about construction, if you're 1 centimeter off, when you start going on that first cut, the whole temple's off. The alignments are off, the rooms aren't square, everything's off. So the precision that it takes to literally go into a mountain and turn a mountain into a giant temple, and with rooms on the inside and windows and openings and all this kind of stuff, incredible. So I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go to the Lalibela temples, which are the exact replica, not exact in terms of the way they look, but the exact technique used, and that's in Ethiopia. Yeah, Ethiopia. So I'm going to go to Ethiopia, and I'm going to go visit the Ethiopian Jews, the original Jews on the planet. They live in Ethiopia. I mean, they're darker than this laptop cover. They still speak Hebrew, and they still have the Torah and the original text, the original scriptures. And they did have one of the Arks of the Covenant there. Unfortunately, when the news about it went out about 3 or 4 years ago, it was stolen. So the Ark was stolen from Ethiopia. One of them, there's 3 of them. This one was stolen, I think, about 1.5 years ago from one of their temples.
You know.
Oh, yeah, probably one of the governments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who can get away with something like that? That's yeah, somebody that can handle that, because you can't even touch it in a certain way and everything else. And so they had it under guard. And they had pyramid priests, or they had temple priests, that would guard it and stuff and so forth, but, I mean, they got it, it's gone. And it was confirmed that it was taken. They actually went on, it made the news over there. And there's a printed paper from that region that's the story's in. They were kind of really distraught about it, but, that's what happens, unfortunately. They should have never went public. They should have never allowed anybody to go public with that information. I mean, that was the crazy part.
Didn't Graham Hancock do like a documentary on that?
Yeah, he did. Graham Hancock sure did, yeah.
I was kind of thinking that, but I was thinking it's not there, they're not going to take it.
Yeah, they even got it. Too much exposure. Yeah, too much exposure. I mean, that thing is, it's priceless. You can't even put a number on it. And if you can reverse engineer it, you got a weapon.
They're interviewing the holders of the people that guard them, and they go blind, all that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what happens, unfortunately. But I'm going to go there and hang out with them for a few days and spend some time. Then I'm going to go down to South Africa and go to Adam's Calendar, where the first gold mines were discovered, 200,000-year-old gold mines. Right in the house that Enlil lived in on the top of the hill, overlooking the gold mines, where the Ijiji came to come to battle against them for making them do the workload. That house is still there. The roof is off, obviously, and everything else, but the walls, the framework is still there of that place. So it's a real sacred place, and that's really ancient history right there, still alive and validated in person. And the age of those gold mines has been validated 200,000 years. That's when the Sumerian tablets say they started to put mankind to work. Again, the ancient tablets and modern archaeology backing everything up again. So I'm going to do that, and then I got some more conferences to do. I'm going to do another mystery school here. I believe it's going to be the end of March, maybe. I got to get the exact dates with Dame on that. But yeah, a lot going on, just a lot going on. I got to go back to Egypt again, so in 2020, probably the end of May, right before the middle of May, right before we go to the Contact in the Desert. Probably the middle of May, just for 1 week this time, not 2 full weeks this time, just 1 week, 7 days. You lose a day going, you lose a day coming, so it's really gonna be, like 5 days. But that's enough to get to the main places, to go to see Memphis, which is a former capital of Egypt, go to Giza and see the pyramids on the Giza Plateau. There's not just 3 pyramids on Giza. A lot of people just see those 3 pyramids that are aligned with Orion. There's about 8 pyramids out there. And go to Saqqara, Egypt, and see those ancient pyramids and temples at Saqqara. And probably a couple other I'd like to go to the Temple of Dendera. That's about a 4-hour ride through the desert, and then come back. So that'd be a great trip right there. Just that alone would be amazing. Yeah.
How many people are you gonna take that?
I'm still working that out. Probably just calculating security, because I want to make sure everybody's covered. Not that there's anything crazy going on, but you just never know when a bunch of Americans go somewhere. We're not the most liked around the planet. So probably 20, I'm thinking, max. Yeah.
Are you doing the Adams calendar with Michael Tellinger, or are you doing this one on your own?
Michael Tellinger.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that with you.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Yeah. Definitely. Sorry, somebody said something?
That's the one we go as a group with you?
Which one? To Egypt, Africa? To Egypt? Yeah. But it's in Africa. Yeah.
It'll be on the website.
Yeah, it'll be on the website. Yeah, as soon as I get the dates confirmed and the pricing confirmed to make sure, that it's something that's affordable. It won't be as much as the last one I was doing, because this is only 7 days. The last one was like 15 days. So it'll be much cheaper, and we're gonna hit the main target places. I'm gonna try to see what it would cost extra to fly to Abu Simbel. I'm sorry, not Abu Simbel, because you gotta fly there too, but go to the Assyrian temple and Abydos. That's one that will be a little extra because you can't drive there, you have to fly. So I'll find out what that will cost as well. And you can only fly there if enough people are going at the same day. So I'll check on that too. But that's an amazing trip in itself, That place is, I got a chance to do things there that people just don't get a chance to do. Like, they let me pray inside the Holy of Holies and meditate inside the Holy of Holies there, things like that. So it's pretty exciting. And then, I just got more stuff booked for the rest of the year, working on movies and films and writing stuff and research for TV shows and everything else. I'm going to be on BET's Cop Watch in a few months. I was on an Instagram Live with the creator of the Cop Watch TV show. I put it on my Instagram channel. We did like a 1-hour Instagram Live with Cop Watch, and they're going to bring me on the show. So I'll be on Cop Watch pretty soon. That's going to be exciting. I'm really heavily involved, obviously, because of my personal situation in fighting police brutality. And I really do think the only way to fight police brutality is to hit them in the pockets. That's the only way. You have to lobby to get a law changed in order to make the sheriff and the mayor personally financially responsible for the egregious acts done by their employees.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're a mayor and you got employees that are going out there choking people to death and shooting people and planting drugs on people, and you know that your personal nest egg is going to get hit, like you're going to take away my pension because of what he did, it ain't going to happen. I guarantee you that sheriff will kill that cop before he lets his cop kill you. I guarantee you that. Because why? Money rules over everything. I'm telling you, these guys didn't spend 30, 40 years on the force to have it wiped away by some young punk newbie that just got on the scene as gun hungry and want to pop somebody. They're not going to I guarantee you it won't happen. I guarantee, and it would be very rare if it does. The person would probably be a psychologically ill person, and if that means you should have never hired them in the first place. So, one of the things I'm pushing for is accountability, personal financial accountability for sheriffs and mayors for their employees, and that way the taxpayers don't have to come up with all the money. Some of that money has to come out of your personal bank account, because why? To me, you're liable. You're in full collusion with these egregious acts because you actually hired this person and approved them and said, oh, they're mentally sane to do this job. And then all cops need to, every time they shoot somebody, whether it's one, justified or unjustified, they need to go through a psychological battery right away, immediately. The same day or the next day, they need to do a psychological battery on these cops, and also a drug test immediately to find out if there's any drugs involved whatsoever. Just like if you get in a car accident, you've been drinking, they're gonna test your blood. Even if you're unconscious, they're gonna test you right away and let you find out if you was drunk or not, or whatever they may have had in your system. And so yesterday we covered a lot of information. I mean, it's a lot of information to digest, download. I was talking with a few people here. I was talking with Dane. We're going to work on getting this footage edited in a way, and people who actually attended the class will have the ability to access it eventually at some point online. So we're working on that, but it's got to go through a lot of editing. I mean, you can imagine editing 12 hours of footage is not that, something that can be done overnight. But we're gonna set it up to where you will be able to get access back to the information. People who didn't come to class, they can't get access to it, and if they will, sometime in the future, in a delayed way, they'll have to pay a fee, probably a pretty high fee to even access it. But that's still a question mark. Right now, we're just trying to make sure that we can figure out how to make sure that, you guys have access to some of this information. We can't provide the slides to you because that's copywritten, but you can watch them on a video. So we're going to work on getting this set up for y'all. That's one of the questions that I know that a lot of people have asked me already. And we actually really started already on the first mystery school editing. So that's in process, So I'm pretty excited about that. Give you something to log into from time to time, refresh your memory. Yesterday we were covering a lot about the jet pillar, the Ankh, the resonant frequency, how it has to basically be in synchronicity with the pharaoh or the king or whoever's going to walk through. It just all really makes so much sense when you think about it. I don't know if you remember, but in that video I showed you at the very end, I know we were getting close to the end of the day, but in that video, how to open a Stargate portal, they were talking about this stone called a K2 megalith. So the K2 megalith is a massive crystal about this big, and it's underneath one of the tunnels in Bosnia leading up to the Pyramid of the Sun. Now, the Pyramid of the Sun is a gigantic pyramid in Bosnia. This is in Europe. This pyramid is larger than the Great Pyramid at Giza. Now, this pyramid was purposefully covered with trees and roots and grass and everything else to hide it from the world. And the capstone is still on it, though. The thing about it is it's still kind of an active, portal. So that's what they were saying, like this would be the perfect place to make a test because it's private property, it's independently owned, and the majority of the pyramid is still functional. Now this K2 megalith crystal that was in there, it had writing on it. I don't know if you heard that part. The writing said, we must stand in defense. Okay, we must stand and fight, basically, they're saying, until we can open this portal. So there was a war going on. That dates back to the Pyramid War, the last Pyramid War that decimated Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, that decimated the entire Giza Plateau and turned it into a desert. That war was the last war that Amun-Ra, aka Marduk, was involved in. And so there must have been some fight back going on, and they were trying to get into this portal to escape. And somebody carved into that crystal, I guess while they were waiting there and defending, whoever was guarding the area, that this is what's going on. We might not make it. Like, we're fighting right now. We're in a major battle, and we can't get this portal open. For whatever reason, they couldn't get it open. So that's more evidence than ever to me that there's Stargate portals that really truly do exist, and they had the capability to get. Maybe they couldn't get into them because maybe they didn't have their jet pillar Ankhs on them. That's the key to getting in. Yeah. When I went to where was I? I was in part of Mexico. I went to Teotihuacan, but I went somewhere else. I went to Tula, Mexico. And in Tula, Mexico, there is a pyramid of Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan there. It's one of his own. It's actually named after him. It was one that he orchestrated to have built. It's not that massive.
Hi, I'm Billy Carson, researcher, speaker, and best-selling author of the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets and Woke Doesn't Mean Broke.
I'm inviting you to join me on forbiddenknowledge.tv to enjoy hours of great programming, learn the secrets of ancient Egypt, unexplained structures on the moon and Mars, financial literacy, holistic and healthy lifestyles. Go now to forbiddenknowledge.tv and get 3 days free. While there, you can enter to win a Rolls Royce. That's forbiddenknowledge.tv.
You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV.
Hi, my name is Billy Carson, and I'm the president of Forbidden Knowledge. We have an amazing investment opportunity here for anyone who wants to buy shares in Forbidden Knowledge. The money that's generated from this crowdfunding platform is going to be used to bring on a new content acquisitions partner. We're going to hire a new in-house graphics designer, a social media manager, put together a customer service team and a customer service management program that will organize and satisfy all the different legs of Forbidden Knowledge Inc., as well as, and of course, make more improved high quality streaming content for the Forbidden Knowledge TV platform, which right now is featured on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iOS and Android apps, and also, of course, the web. The streaming platform is a year old right now and doing very, very well. And we're looking for your support where you can not only be a conscious customer, but also be a part owner in an amazing opportunity that includes streaming TV, book publishing, and e-commerce. Grow with us and earn with us. Forbidden Knowledge Inc.
You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV.